Guys, back again. Carrying on the vinyl update. I want to make sure these videos are short. Don't want to put people off by them being too long, as I have done in the past. So yeah. Next up, I was really happy to get this. I've been listening to this album since the day it came out, but I've not had it on vinyl. And now I find it on vinyl. I am buzzing because it's one of my favourite artists. I say that a lot about these albums, but this truly is one of my favourite artists, and it's Mr. Noel Gallagher, and Noel Gallagher's High Flying Birds. This is limited edition gatefold, which is pretty cool. Yeah, there's nothing special as far as comes with anything. It's just, yeah, nice cardboard. It's on Sour Mash Records, dog hair on it. Yeah, pretty. I mean, it was cheap enough as well. I think it was only about 12 quid. And it was sealed brand new. There's a slight crease in the front of it, which is slightly annoying, but yeah, it's just a great album. I've been playing this since the day it came out. Really happy with that, and goes with the. I have this, which I think I've shown before, which is a limited edition 12-inch of Dream On, which has the Orpheus Andromedas remix of Shoot a Hole into the Sun, which is a great cover, or remix I should say, if you ever get a chance to hear it. There is one more Noel Gallagher EP, I think it's the White EP it's called, or the Whiter EP, something along those lines anyway, that I would like to get, but it's quite expensive, like 50 quid. And there's also a box set where you can get everything. The box set's about 80-90 quid, so I have to do a bit more selling, a bit more jiggery pokery around with the money, and I'd like to get that because I really like Noel Gallagher, and I'm looking forward to his new stuff. Hopefully he'll have something out new this year, if not the beginning of next year, according to his website, so that'd be pretty cool. Yeah, so now I've got the new BDI which you saw in the last update, and I've got this now. So I'm getting a type of an Oasis collection together because I don't own any Oasis yet, just on their own so far. Still very jealous of Dean Jordan's Oasis collection, but hopefully this will go some way to be, getting there. Talking of Dean Jordan, next album, which I was very lucky to win in his 100 subs competition, came a couple of days ago. This is Nirvana's MTV's Unplugged. This is the 2008 version. Came sealed, and it's lovely, and I love it. It's a great album. I've played it a few times, and I've had it on the side, and when people have come round, they've gone, "Oh, that's great! I haven't heard the album for ages and ages. Put it on." So I've had that at least happen twice, as I've had the album. I only had it about a week and a half. So yeah, just really happy to get this, and I just. And all the songs off of it, and it's just brilliant stuff. So thanks, Dean. Thanks for having a competition and letting me, have this as a prize. It was really good. So thank you very much, Dean. The next up, I went to a place called Chippenham, which is the nearest town to me, on Monday, and I was just waiting for a friend. I had some time to kill once I was done all the bits I needed to do. And so what do you do when you've got time to kill when you're in town? Go to charity shops. So I went to a couple of charity shops and had some really good finds. So first up, this I bought because I thought somebody might want it. Not particularly me, but I just thought somebody out there might want it. And it is Louis Armstrong and Duke Ellington recorded together for the first time. This is on Allegro, and I think this is from 1961. When I did a little bit of research, it's Allegro under the release of Columbia Records. It's got this nice flip back. I'm sure it might actually be 66. One of them, I have another one that was 61, I think. But yeah, I mean, I haven't had a chance to listen to this yet, and but obviously I appreciate Louis Armstrong and Duke Ellington, but I'm not sure if I would be a massive fan. I thought somebody out there might be interested in this, so I picked it up, and it was a quid. So again, I know a few people that may be interested in this that might want it for their collection, so they might be getting this in the post. But yeah, I might give it a spin just to say, you know, I've listened to it. So that was pretty cool. Next up, I got Mr. Bob Dylan, Desire. This is not the gatefold version, unfortunately. This is just the plain version. But it's pretty cool. Apparently one of his better albums. I've not listened to this yet. I already have this, so this is also a double. So again, if anybody wants it or anybody's interested, just give me a shout. It's in really good condition. It's hard to pass up records when they're in good condition, and it was £1. So actually, I think I had another one which was £1. And I think she probably given me for £2.50, so it's even less. But yeah, so another double. Next up, this was pretty good find. I was quite happy with this. The Best of the Beach Boys. Now I've got a few Beach Boys albums so far, and they're all best of, but they're all individually different best of with different songs. This was pretty cool. This is on Capitol. It's a mono copy. It's a little bit beat up. The sleeves are a little bit beat up, but the vinyl's not too bad. I've played this through, and there's a few pops and crackles on it, but after I gave it a good clean, it wasn't too bad. But it's the nice Capitol rainbow label. So yeah, it was pretty cool. Pretty happy to get that one. The other ones I've got are they're pretty good as well, but there's some better songs on this one, I must admit. Yeah, I say the cover's a little beat up, but it's just nice, a nice little mono copy there on Capitol. Again, for £1 from the same charity shop. So yeah, there's a bit of, I think there's about a bit of work done to it at the back there at some point, because that doesn't look like the original flip back bit there. Obviously somebody sort of added that at a later date, but yeah, that was pretty cool. Next up, God, this is about the third time I've picked this album up, because it is really good. If you like the Bee Gees, I would suggest you look for this album. This is early Bee Gees stuff, and I've said this before, and I'll say it again. This is for me, their better stuff. I think the songs on here are they're just standout songs compared to the stuff they did later on with all the sort of jive talking and all that sort of 70s disco stuff. The songs on here, like Spicks and My Specs, Have I Got a Message, Gotta Get a Message to You, and Massachusetts. I mean, those are great songs, you know. If they just carried on in this vein, I think they would. I mean, they were pretty big anyway, obviously, but I'd have liked them to have carried on in this sort of era. I sent one of these to Mr. Dylan Harrison, so hopefully he's enjoying that. This is the third copy I've owned of this now. I already have one in the collection, so somebody else will be getting this. Like I said, it's just too easy. £1, you know. I suppose there's £1 here, £1 there, but you know, people talk about these records, and if you see them, you know, it seems silly not to get them. And when I did see that one, I saw this one as well, Best of the Bee Gees Volume 2, which I've never seen this one out and about before. So that was pretty cool to get this one. A couple of the boys on the front there. Some good songs on here. My World, Saved by the Bell. Yeah, and this is on RSO, the RSO label. So yeah, I could pick this one up. I'll probably keep hold of this one because I don't have it. So yeah, it was £1.9. Look, the label's still on there, so you can't really go wrong with that. What next up? Mr. Jerry Lee Lewis. So can't go wrong with a bit of Jerry. This is the second one I bought just recently. I think you find in my other Vinyl Finds video. And this is on the Philips label. A stereo copy, and this is this is the one from 1966, and this is Memphis Beat. I've had it on a good authority. This is a good album from a friend who's into this kind of music, so that was pretty cool. Looking forward to listening to that. Again, it's probably not going to go back in the sleeve. Come on. Oh, surprisingly easy. What time are we on? Coming up to 10 minutes. Quick ramble through that. Next up, Eric Clapton, 48 Ocean Boulevard. 461 Ocean Boulevard, on the gatefold. Picked this up for £1.50. I'm not, well, I'll say I'm not a huge Eric Clapton fan. I'd be wrong. I do like some of his stuff. Apparently, this is one of his better albums. So yeah, I just thought I'd pick it up. It's got a lot of staining on it that doesn't really matter. I tried to clean it up best that I could, but it's the age-old problem of white covers. But this is on the RSO label, UK copy in stereo. What was it? It's 1974, and the vinyl's in pretty good nick. Most of the vinyl is nowadays. I mean, actually today I turned down a couple of. Somebody offered me a second press of Led Zeppelin 1 and on Plum label, and a Plum label Led Zeppelin 3, and he offered me from 30 quid for both of them, which at first I thought was going to be a massive bargain until I looked at the vinyl, and as he described it, it looked like an Icelandic skating rink on the front. It was just scratched to shit, but he said you can have them dirt cheap, but I thought, well, what's the point, because if it doesn't play, then you know there is no point. And I have both those albums anyway, and I wouldn't give away a record that was so badly scratched that somebody couldn't play it, so I turned it down. But yeah, so far, I mean, even with these charity shop records, I think 9 times out of 10 they're all pretty good. They're normally pretty good or decently, but you know, never mint obviously, but they're always pretty decent enough to play. What time are we on now? 11 minutes. Okay, I'll cut that one short as well. Keep them nice and sweet. Alright, catch you in a bit. Bye.